Hey, Hans from Request for Music here, and I've got a couple of modules coming up in the next week or 2 weeks or so. The first of those is one called Tables. I've been actually on vacation and I still have a flu, so sorry for all of the coughing, but um, it was less of a vacation than it was coding. So first of all, tables. Tables, it's an oscillator because I was looking at my lots of modules and I realized I didn't have too many real oscillators. So this is tables, and tables is a thing that I can use to go into my stamp. Stamp is actually a module that I already had out there, which is stereo amplifier with an envelope built in. I've changed that a little, so if you have it, you should find a new release in your library where there's an extra envelope in there, where the envelope is based off the original envelope in here, but you can scale it down sort of, or scale it up or down, and it has a separate envelope output. So, and I will be using that in tables. First of all, I'm going to connect this, going to hook it up to the left and right of this, and hook this up into my delay and hook that up into my reverb. I always like delay and reverb, so I'll do that now as well. So hook that up into this, and then there should be sound if everything's on. So let's put that up, and stamp is in envelope mode. So first of all, let's put the envelope off. And then obviously I have a sound. And so what is tables? Tables is actually a wavetable oscillator, and it has 9 banks of 8 waves. So it means that if I hook this up, you'll see if this, let's take the time base down and take the gain down. So what do we have? We have a bit sorry, pitch input. We got a couple of other inputs for frequency modulation, morph, reset, a byte as it's called in here, and phase modulation, ratio, envelope, and shape. And I've got an octave, fine, and detune setting, because there's actually 2 of those oscillators in there. And the morph knob is the one where you'll change the actual wave from one to the other, and you'll see that it shows you in what section you are. So after a couple of them, you go into a section like this where it goes into a pulse, and so you see all of the waves change. And so a couple of them are pretty normal standard waves, other are a bit more intense and give you more harmonics in there. And the last section is the 8th section is pure sine, pure cosine, and that kind of stuff. So it means that if I have it set to mix to 0, because I have a mix, I've got a spread, and I have a level and some other settings in there. So let's hear it first. So go like this, and so that's actually the just one oscillator. So if I mix it into 50%, then the other oscillator comes in as well, and you have a separate setting for those wavetables, or for the wave selected from the wavetable. So if I dial it on again, now it uses 2 of them. I can set spreading on, detune, maybe it's best to switch a gate into this, and I'll have to set it. So let's dial it back a little. As you can see, we have two displays for the A and the B version of this. And of course there's an octave setting, so I can go down a couple of octaves. So let's not go that deep. And let's give this a bit different kind of envelope. Take the spreading a bit back and some more detuning. And of course I can just morph these sounds and change to some combination of those waves. Now the setup is thus that the normal mode, where this mode switch is down, you indeed have two oscillators running at the same time, and things like morph and all those kind of inputs, they behave on both of them. So it's not really two separate oscillators, but they behave the same way. So if I let's take my LFO, take the LFO 8 in, and I'll take the attenuator in. Oops. Attenuator in, and switch this off so I see everything. So I'm going to put the attenuator and the LFO on this side, and let's have a look. Do I still have it to auto alignment? Okay. So if I use my LFO and put that into morph, for instance, it's now going to morph those sounds, both of them at the same time. So and the attenuation obviously takes care of the fact that I'm not running through all of the waves, because it's 8 banks of them, 9 banks of 8 waves. So if I would do it something like this, it's going through all of those waves, so I really have to attenuate it to make sure that I'm staying within some section somewhere. So that's something that you can do. Well, then the second oscillator in there does have a ratio in there that it can sense. And if I don't use that ratio, oops, let's set it back to 1, I think it was. And apart from that, I do have a shape that's actually wave folding, wave shaping the sound. So let's see. So something like that. And so the morph is used for that, and obviously I could do frequency modulation on everything. So let's take this up again, take some more sustain. So you hear that. Obviously I can frequency modulate everything. There's also something in there called white, that adds some extra distortion to the second wave, or to the second oscillator in there. As I said, there's a mode switch in here, and the mode switch lets you go into an FM kind of modulating internally. So that means that the A oscillator is used as basis and the B wave is used to modulate the other one, and I can use my index to then modulate the A wave, and that's why there's an envelope in there, an envelope input, and that's why I actually took the envelope from this out, so I can take this in here, and so this is the original envelope, and this can now be scaled, so I can use it to set the other one. Something like that. And obviously I can use my ratio then. And the point is, and that's why the 9th bank is in there, so if I go up all the way and take, for instance, the pure DX sine or something like this, and I'll take the other one in as let's see, sine. So now these are intermodulating. So if I take everything out, like the bite and the shape and such, then it's normal, sort of normal, kind of DX7 kind of PM. But I can still use this bite and the shape to shape those sounds if I want, and to influence them. And obviously I can still take this to a shape that is actually or a wave that is actually shaped by these as well, so I can really have very complex sounds together. So yeah, that's actually what the TABLZ is. It's a pretty complex one, and obviously you have modulation for instance, that ratio as well, if you want. So I could actually take this into my attenuator and take this into my ratio, draw it back a bit. And go back to the other one. And then you hear that ratio is affecting just the oscillator. So yeah, that's in a nutshell is what TABLZ is about. So it'll be in the stores within a couple of days, hopefully. So I'll see you back in the next video. So cheers for now. Bye bye.